I don't care if that woman killed her husband. It's Christmas. I don't care. I don't care. It's Christmas. And I'm forgiving everyone. And I'm happy to be here with all of you because we're about to start a new year. And it's a time for hope. And we don't want to get mired in the past. We want to go forward to the future. And this turning point kind of abomination that the right wing of this country has turned into like a bad reality show. And it's all of the fault of everyone, by the way. It's the fault of everyone speaking and everyone attending. And there's nobody that gets everything about this is weird and uncomfortable for everyone. And I'm not saying she killed her husband or knew about it or whatever. I'm saying the guy got shot 3 months ago and she walks out to a pyrotechnic display and then she goes, we're going to elect J.D. Vance. It's weird that that's where her head is at. It's difficult for many people to relate to. It's not relatable for people that talked about how Hollywood isn't relatable and Hollywood is out of touch. This looks a lot like Hollywood to most people. And to go out through a stream of fireworks and sparklers and stand there in a glittering pantsuit and talk about electing J.D. Vance 3 months after your husband was killed, many people feel that there is something off about that. And we're starting to see that political people are the exact same thing as the Hollywood elites that they all love to dunk on. And we all look at this. This is Megan Thee Stallion twerking at the Kamala rally. This is deeply unsettling to a lot of people. It feels like you're being played. You feel it. It seems off. You feel like this is a coordinated and choreographed spectacle so that you are played. They want your money. That's what they got mad at Candace about. They're like, why are you telling people not to give us money? She's also saying you killed the guy. Why are you mad about the money? They're just mad that they're not getting money. They want your money. And they want to be celebrities. You know, and okay, some of them are, but it just feels odd. This is everything they hate, that they don't like, that they're not about. They're not about this stuff. They believe in the sacred family and tradition and blah, 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 blah. And the women are in the house with the kids and what? What part of the traditionalism is the pyrotechnics and the fireworks? And it feels really weird. I mean, let's take a listen here to her. Yeah, I just, and the woman's been through a lot. And I know that, people are going to accuse me of being insensitive. But she feels like she's handling this death better than anyone I've ever seen. And by the way, kudos to her strength. I've never seen a human being bounce back like this. Talk about a bounce back. I've never in my life. I know people that have lost cats and dogs who couldn't do this in the time frame that she has done it. I give her flowers. Okay? Like, God bless, you are killing it. It just feels to people, again, I have no investment in shitting on the woman. I don't care. I don't agree with a lot of these people. I don't, this organization means nothing to me. I don't think it's a evil thing or a good thing. I'm looking at this like a reality show that has gone off the rails. A reality show where one of the producers of a reality show, because that's the way reality shows work, there are producers who get the women drunk, put them in a restaurant, and go fight. And we got to film it. And the producers are the ones on the reality show that arrange the storyline of what you're gonna hear and see. One of those producers here needs to whisper in somebody's ear, hey, I don't know what this storyline is, but we think there's a high likelihood that this is going to turn a lot of people off, that a lot of people are going to see this, the constant begging for the money, the constant J.D. Vance of it all. We're going to elect J.D. Vance. The election's 3 years away. There's something deeply unsettling about this spectacle. It makes Mamdani and AOC look great. The far left in this country, the Graham Plattners, they've been, and again, a lot of their policies I wouldn't love, but they seem mature and dignified.
Yeah, Tim Dillon totally nailed it. I think this whole Turning Point USA thing and the death of Charlie is really waking everyone up and letting them understand how little the elite think of you, how little you really matter in the grand scheme of things than you even know, and how quickly you will be forgotten if something happened to you. God forbid you pass away. Just imagine who Charlie was before his unfortunate circumstance and how quickly he has been forgotten. No one talks about him anymore. Have you heard Trump talking about him of recently? Have you? Have you heard JD talks about him of recently? They've just moved on, isn't it? They've just totally moved on. I mean, you cannot really blame Trump not nor JD that much. After all, they might just have been friends, or they might just have been people fighting for their own interests and their own gains. They might not have really cared about Charlie himself. But if you look at Charlie's close family, let's say his wife, who is supposed to be mourning, who is supposed to be in a very, very bad state. I mean, emotionally, not physically, emotionally supposed to be down. Remember, her husband was killed just 90 days ago. She was supposed to be down, but everyone is surprised how quickly she has bounced back. I mean, Tim just said it, that people whose cats and dogs died do not bounce back as quickly as Erika has done. And I mean, they say everyone grieves in their own way, yeah? But people expect you to at least be down for a while. Show people the emotional part. Show people that you really cared about Charlie. Let's play this mind game. Okay. Let's just think about this for a second. And let's use this whole analogy of everyone grieves in their own way. If your husband or your wife dies, not just die, but was killed publicly as Charlie was. And within 90 days, you are busy fighting about how much money he had or she had in the bank. You are busy fighting about taking over the businesses he or she has built. What do you think people will think about you? What would be the perception of people about you? And if people think or people have this feeling that something isn't right, would you blame them? Would you blame them? And let's put you in that situation. If you died or if you were killed publicly as Charlie was, and somehow you were able to witness maybe you something like a ghost, if that is real, but let's just play with it. You became a ghost and you were able to see what was going on after you have been killed. Would you be happy to see that 90 days after you are gone, your better half is just fighting over things? That all what they do is fighting about material things? Would that really sit well with you? Because I, for one, will hope that when I passed away, my loved ones grieve for a while. I would like to think that my presence on earth was valued by the people whom I love and the people who love me. And if I am being taken out in such a horrific manner as Charlie was, I will hope that my better half grieves for a while, that they do not just bounce back like if nothing happened. This looks so weird. This looks really, really weird. And let us be clear, the Democrats are not talking about this. They don't even care. The people who are making this a big deal are the Republicans. And if the Republicans are talking about this, it means they have found out that something is really, really broken. They have realized that something is really, really wrong. And they are so offended that Charlie's situation is just handled very, very carelessly. They are so disappointed that people whom Charlie was close to are not taking the issue very, very seriously. And the whole investigation is just so sloppy. People are really angry. And can you blame them? Can you really, really blame them for that? Like I said before, TPUSA is an organization, and like with most show, it must go on. That is true. But was it really necessary for Erika to just jump on board and just be at the forefront of everything. I mean, she would have still assumed the post of the CEO and, I don't know, chairperson, but then just be behind the scenes and let someone do all these public appearances. She should have grieved her husband for a while. That's just what people are saying, and which makes a lot of sense. And for all those who out there thinking that, where she has the right to live her life the way she wants, and we cannot or shouldn't tell her how to live or how to grieve her husband. You are right. She is a full grown up person. She has the right to live her life the way she wants. Likewise, us. We too have the right to call her out if we think that she is just rubbing every single thing on people's faces. We too have the right to call her out if we think that she has gone overboard. She has the right to do what she wants. That is true. We too have the right to do what we want, which is call her out. That is it. When you are in the public space, everything becomes fair game. Know that.